Well, I'm hoping everybody can hear and see us in here. Let me get this shut off. Got a big time. See what happens when you ain't done it in a while? You lose everything. I don't even know what's going on here. But give me a minute. I'll get myself straight here.
I see you. I hear you.
We'll get her all panned out, lined out, in order. I actually was outside going to do this, and then I had to turn around and come inside because I set it up on mobile, so I couldn't understand or see what the heck was going on. But that's all right. But I bet a lot of y'all are wondering just what in the Sam Hill happened to Pooch. And I don't think I can catch up with that. So if something important comes across, let me know.
Hi, John. Hi, everybody.
But anyway,
Hi, Piggy.
Pooch definitely hasn't been feeling himself. And it's just a weird feeling because it ain't like me to be feeling the way I've been feeling. And I don't like it. I want to get back to normal. And I'm trying. And of all things, my butt even went to the doctor. And that's something that I do not do. Never been to the doctor, don't go to the doctor. But I've been now getting myself set up with a primary care physician because I didn't have one. Had some blood work done. Let's see what else have I got going. Blood work, EKG, and Pooch is on medication. So the first thing that we found out is Pooch's got high blood pressure.
I knew it. I'm just going to hop in because I know that this is your night to be on here, but I have been so worried about Mike that I could tell before my son and I went to Seattle, right before we went to Washington, that he was still kind of doing just a little bit, but I could tell there was something wrong. And sure enough, we get back and, well, I called him and checked in with him, and he just said he was tired feeling, and which is, he never complains, ever. So immediately I start trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? Mm-hmm. And so then when he said he was tired feeling and felt very fatigued, and I thought it's one or two things. It's either he's depressed or he has high blood pressure, or it could be a combination of the two. And so anyway, when I got back home and he said that he had felt a little pressure on his chest, I thought,
now the Sony ZV-E10 is a pretty cool.
So it's high blood pressure, and he's still not 100% himself at all. Tonight's even almost kind of forced. Kind of made himself hop.
Yeah, I did. I actually got myself together and thought, I'm going to do this tonight because I've skipped all last week. And even baby gets home Sunday, and she's ready to go live with Pretty and Pooch.
Yeah, I said, baby, aren't we going live? And he said, no, I'm just not feeling it. I knew something was wrong, and he's had me worried sick, and I'm just doing my best to try to take care of him and be here for him, and also force him to go to the doctor. But it wasn't that hard to force him. That's when I really knew something was wrong, because he's just not wanting to go to the doctor.
Yeah, but that Wednesday before they left to go out of town, I was having some chest pains and just tightness, and could feel something wasn't right. So, and like I said, I don't monitor all that stuff. I don't take any medications. If I get sick feeling, I usually walk it off, let it go by, let it pass. No complaining, no crying, no nothing. But this lingered. And even Thursday, I was ready to do my live, but I just didn't feel good. And I know I come on and said that, because I was outside a little bit that day, tried to do a few things, but boy, I didn't feel it, and I didn't go at it like I normally do, but and it just kept kind of getting worse, and I wasn't sure what was going on, but I work in hospitals. I have a doctor friend that's real good, trusting guy that I confide in and talk to, and he's a really good doctor, and so he just give me a little checkout, and he goes, man, your blood pressure is high, and do you take any medication? I said, Dr. Lund, you know me, I don't take nothing. And he goes, you really need to get this addressed and checked out because you're very high, and bad things happen with high blood pressure. And with the history of my family, I've had an angioplasty before, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, but nothing since then. But this kind of has set Pooch back a little bit. And as bad as I hate to say that, Pooch ain't felt the same. Energy, fatigue. I am so fatigued. I got barely any energy, and the want to's there, but I can't even make myself do it. I've been going to work because I was off last week, and I didn't do jack last week. Probably needed a good rest, but definitely didn't do jack. And a big week this week with me going back to work. I've had those inspections come Joint Commission. Well, they hit, sure enough. I kind of hoped they would have hit while I was off, but they did not. Not that it really mattered to me, but they're in there this week, and I don't have stress really. Who knows? Because I've never experienced this. Doctor asked me, even baby asked me, are you depressed? And I'm like, what's depressed? I've never been depressed. I wouldn't know what depression is because I've never felt it, had it, or know what it is. So, but high blood pressure is a culprit. I'm in the beginning stages of getting that checked out and trying to see what's going on. So, am on medication. Been COVID tested. All of that stuff's come back negative. So, blood work's out. Waiting for the blood work to come back. I don't feel sick. I don't feel sick by any means, but just my just fatigued.
Brian said his dad's feeling like that too. Papa's feeling that way.
Yeah, dull headache. Still not chest discomfort, but little tightness feeling, maybe a little flutter here and there. But I'm going through the means to, I've already got a cardiologist set up. I just got to go through the proper process of getting there, with the referral. And I'm going to one that my friend, Dr. Lund, has referred me to. So, but being I've had that in the past, angioplasty, where they go in with the balloons and blow up the arteries and all that good stuff, it might be a little bit something to be concerned about. There's several family traits in my family that it runs with. Congestive heart failure, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. Pooch is only 55. He's going to be 56 in October, so I'm too young to be going through this crap. Am I the healthiest? No, I'm not the healthiest. But I think I'm pretty healthy. I'm not a fit fanatic, so I don't get into all that stuff. I am too many broken bones to be doing all that stuff. But baby's probably thinking, yeah, you need to go do something. You don't do nothing no more. You don't go fishing. You haven't been going out in the shop. It's been too hot to mow, and the grass ain't growing. You ain't been mowing. So just what have you been doing, Pooch? Nothing. So.
No, I'm thinking more your eating habits.
Well, yeah.
His vape, his dipping, his drinking, which he hasn't been drinking that much, as much as he used to, thank God.
No, don't do that much.
And he really, really hasn't since he's been feeling bad. Just been drinking a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wish that he would stop vaping and.
That's probably on the agenda. stop vaping.
And maybe walk around a little bit around the land every other day or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a little exercise.
Do a little
in.
jogging around the land.
I don't know about your jogging, but you could walk. Um,
And I feel okay. You know, I don't, other than the fact I don't like how I've been feeling. So
yeah.
I
It's not been the same.
I just want to get past this and get back to where I can, you know, be good and ready and want to do some videos and want to do my lives. And, you know, been thinking a lot about trying to upscale my video stuff and make a little more meaningful videos. I sense that going on a lot with a lot of other people. And you know what? To be honest, I have not watched any videos. The first one I got in, and it was almost over, was Brian's Vineyard Farmhouse last night. I chimed in on his, and I just have not had the gumption or anything to even do any of that. But
a lot of your friends are saying that vaping is just as bad, if not worse, for you than smoking. Stick to the dip and drink lots of water. Vaping is metal in your lungs.
Oh, there's all kinds of crap in there, and I know it.
And Kickapoo Crafty Cat says, I went to the doctor Saturday. My blood pressure was 100/40.
Oh, man. That's not bad there.
Bullets and Barbecue said high blood pressure made me have a series of mini strokes. Glad that you got it taken care of.
And that's something that worries me because, you know, of the history within my family. And, you know, I've got some more tests coming. I don't think I had a stroke, but some of the feeling that I have makes me wonder, okay, something's happened. I don't know what. I'm still alive, kicking, and able to function, but I just don't feel the same as I did prior to last Wednesday.
Treasure Hunter said that he said hi to you on Vineyard Farmhouse last night.
Yep, I did see most everybody reply. Like I said, I got on the end of it. I wasn't able to reply. I was looking at it on my cell phone too, and that's hard to reply back and you know, get the highlighted comments to show up. And so I just thought I gotta let these folks know that I'm and thank you all who have reached out and checked in, Brian and Elaine and a lot of you folks that have texted me, and for all those, I'm sorry that I haven't replied or responded back, but
he really hasn't been responding really much. I've called his mom. I finally made him call his dad, or his dad actually called him. He hadn't even called his dad, which is so unusual because when he has time off, he's either at his dad's or his mom's. So I know that he's not been the same. Piggy says that chronological age has nothing to do with what will hit you and when.
That's right.
John Wiggs says tried a couple of different meds and they actually made him feel worse. So watch out for the side effects.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been prescribed some meds way back 20 years ago after my first angioplasty, and I took it for about a month, and I thought, I'm not taking this crap. I just do not take medications. So.
Yeah, but if you have high blood pressure and you have to have it to regulate,
yeah,
you will have
Unfortunately, Pooch may have to give in on that. And she started me out with a low dose, so I'll try to function through it and get through on it and see what happens and all. So
Brian from Vineyard Farmhouse says, could you have overheated yourself and having after effects of that?
No, because
your blood pressure's high.
Yeah, my blood pressure's high regardless. And it's probably been for some time. It's just that I don't check it and watch it. I don't do anything. I go day to day, full bore, regardless. And going to the doctor, checking that. Even though I work in healthcare, and they say healthcare people, and I'm not in the clinical end of it, but those are the worst people that worry about their own health. And I'm guilty of that. Never have been that type to go to the doctor for anything. So
Piggy said a lot of that can also be regulated by diet.
Yeah, no, I think I eat fairly good. I think we don't eat the best, but we've eaten fairly good. I'm definitely going to do it now because that's one thing that hit me after all this is I all of a sudden started craving fruits, vegetables, and I mean craving it.
You finished a bunch of bananas, like a.
They went out of town. Of course, I had to go to the store and get some stuff for myself, and what I was craving was bananas, the potassium, grapes, cucumbers, zucchini, just any and all of that stuff. And I plowed every bit of that down pretty quick. And, you know, 55, 56 soon. I think it's just time that I make a change in what I do. So.
My baby, y'all pray because I'm so worried.
But I think hopefully I feel pretty good right now. I feel better than what I have. So
You look a little better.
I definitely wanted to get back on here, and I've missed being able to do stuff and going live. I've really missed being able to actually do something, but the heat has kept me from doing that. There's no way I want to be out in that heat, because I've tried it a couple times, get outside and feel that heat coming, and I'm like, nope, I ain't getting out. Pooch ain't used to that anymore either. Pooch is an inside desk jockey, so you know I don't work outside anymore, and haven't done it for years. And
Then you're at farmhouse. Maybe you're pregnant.
golly, I don't know, but everything that I got started on and had full intentions of doing out there in my little shop, setting up, trying to clean it up, straighten it up, get all my equipment, gear, everything organized a little better. I left it just as it sat. She comes home like, what the heck's going on? I didn't move, do nothing.
I came
well,
home.
no,
I
she
said,
didn't.
what the heck? I came home and I noticed he just wasn't himself. And
I
so
just left
I even
it.
asked him, babe, are you happy in this marriage? Because seriously, I was thinking maybe he's not happy anymore and he doesn't know how to tell me, and or maybe I thought, are you depressed? Are we good? Do I need to change and do something different? Seriously, that's how different he was acting. And then when he said I asked him what all he did, and he said he sat in his chair the whole time, didn't do anything. Well, the night before last, I went outside to make a friend of mine a shirt, and he
That's
said,
the first
well,
time
I'll
I've been
go-
out there.
Yeah, he said, it's the first time I'm going out there. He went out there with me, and I looked around. I was like, baby, everything is exactly the same as it was when we were leaving, because right before my son and I left, we were in the little shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking around at what he was doing. He was cleaning, but come back and it's exactly the same.
Exactly the same. I just left it where it sat, and it's still sitting there. I tried to go out a little bit last night, and I did and I have a few things that I've set up and made that I need to get shipped out to some folks that I've worked on and did last week. And it's still sitting there. They're ready to ship pretty much, but they're still sitting there. And I'm sorry that I haven't got them out yet either, but they will be soon. So just baby saw me packing it. She even helped me pack some of it, and it's just sitting there right where I left it. But I'm excited to get it out to the folks that they're coming to. So be on the lookout, because they'll be coming soon. Yeah. And tonight's football night. First NFL game of the year. Hall of Fame game. Which I'm ready for some football too. And hopefully just doing this here, will kind of kickstart Pooch again. Get me back on the roll and flow of stuff.
They said apparently men can get pregnant now. So you got to watch that. Got to watch what you're doing. And someone else said, what? Immaculate conception.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That, exactly.
Piggy said that you're too ornery to go too quick anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, you know me, Piggy. I'm raw bone. And I claim to be, and I will be.
And raw tomatoes are higher in potassium than bananas.
Yeah, I got to wait for that blood work to come back to see exactly what because I don't want to get too much potassium, and but those bananas sure were. And I have been eating tomatoes too, a lot of cherry tomatoes. I think hopefully, and I pray that this was just a precursor giving me a heads up.
That's exactly what Aileen said. She said that this was God's way of giving you a wake-up call, letting you know that you need to take better care of yourself.
Yeah, I think it probably is unfortunately in my eyes, because I'm just not that type to, worry about all that stuff. And I'm not worried about this, but I definitely haven't been the same. And I want to get back to at least my normal routine and self, and wanting to be able to get out and do stuff. So my old mind's been working, especially for this YouTube thing, and I haven't done jack squat, and I kind of hate it. Regardless if it was meaningful, or if just getting on this camera and shooting the bull with folks, or even getting in everyone else's lives. I literally have not been into any live or watched videos at all up until last night, Brian's.
That's what he said. I said, you've been watching, and he, nope, hadn't watched nothing, hadn't felt like doing. And that's really bad when you don't even have, and that's why I thought, well, are you depressed? Because you don't even have the will, the desire to even hit a button and watch your friends, like just no will. But Vineyard Farmhouse, Brian said that his mom ended up in the ER once with low potassium. It was very scary. And Piggy said that if he were you, that he would start eating more like your type 2 diabetic, just in case.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be checked for that. I hope have some answers, and I guess Pooch will be following the rules and trying to get himself back in shape and get past this, because I don't like it. Believe me, this is not me. I don't like feeling like this, and it's just, I don't like it. That's all I can say.
Me either. It makes me super sad. And who else said what? 12 Stones Ranch says, we love you, Mike, and want you to take care of yourself.
Thank you, Byron. I love all of y'all too. I really do. And just this type of a connection with in the manner in which we've all connected in is great. And I truly feel like I know a lot of y'all personally, even though it may be through YouTube videos and not, but that's what this is all about too, is to connect and everybody be connected, and to someone in some way, somehow, to be connected. And it's just a greater way for myself and even Pretty to reach out and let others know, hey, we care about you and we love you and all. And, whether it be entertainment, whether it be serious, whatever, I like to put on a show. And it may be stupid as heck sometimes, but I like to put on a show for folks and entertain. So, yeah, or talk, chat. Oh, I say talk and chat. Some of y'all might have learned that Pooch ain't a real phone talker. I'm never have been, and I'm one of those type that get to the point, let's get it over with. I cannot wait to retire from work where I do not have to have a phone for any reason, because once that time comes, I ain't having no phone.
Brian says, you better be okay so that I can come down and see you. And John says, you better check your butt for worms too while you're at it.
Right?
Tian Bushcrafter says, good evening.
Good evening. Well, Byron, I'm excited, and so's Pretty now, to September to go to Pine Cove Fest, because we're still on for that, and I look forward to getting out there with that too. And it kind of sucked I wasted last week without doing a darn thing, and I know you had mentioned to us try to meet up Saturday, but man, I just was not with it at all, and don't like that really. I still wanted to fish.
Piggy said, Pooch, like I've told you before, when God makes a connection, the means by which it is done and distance have no bearing on that.
That's right. Sure doesn't. And I feel bad that I haven't really got to watch anybody's postings of videos and to see what's been going on.
Mr. MT Homestead's on here. Jesus
Mr.
Girl.
MT.
Hi, guys.
Big Mike, thanks for coming in.
Aileen says that she's not really a phone talker either, that she pooches too. I mean, she texts too, Pooch.
Yep.
Who else?
Yeah, there's probably a lot in there. I don't have. I turned this other computer off to quit from trying to look at too much stuff and not pay attention to the camera. So that's why I got my pretty here. She can go through all the comments and all, and the important ones she'll let me know and we can answer to.
Mm-hmm. They're all of you guys are important.
Any and all comments are important, and they mean a lot for all y'all that are even in here.
12 Stone says let him know when you're up to it, and y'all have to figure out a day to go fishing. I really appreciate that encouragement because he has been wanting to go fishing for a year or two now, ever since Ben passed.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't gone, and so I hope he starts feeling better, where he will go.
Yeah, I even went as far as got all my stuff out and went and got my license renewed and hadn't used it yet. And I don't know. I want to, but I just haven't done it yet. Well, it's been too hot too, but
yeah.
But still, I need to get out there and go thrash the water, I guess.
Belt Loop 29 says sup.
Mr. Belt Loop. Howdy, sir. But I'm sure a lot of y'all folks were wondering and knowing, boy, Pooch, FB Steve kind of fell off, and it wasn't of me doing it on. I had something that made me do it. It wasn't because I wanted to, but I'm hoping to get back at it here pretty quick. And I guess I just need to take a deep breath and get after it and do it. What I'll do, I don't know. I did drag off some stuff out of the shop and haul it off because I'm wanting to get the big shop cleaned out. And I've had some stuff in there that, of course, I drug home thinking I was going to use it, and I didn't. So I drug it back off. But I'm ready to get that big shop cleaned up as well. And what exactly I might do, I don't know yet. But I ain't even watered all of our plants that we put out there. That's sad. You spend a lot of money on stuff and not even. Hopefully I can go out there and give it a good. I wish we'd get some rain. We definitely need some rain out here. It's dry. I've mowed one time and that's it. And I don't even need to mow right now, but that old riding zero turn is just sitting. Everything around here is getting to where it just sits, it seems like. And I'm drinking tea. Probably shouldn't be drinking sweet tea, but Pooch battles with heartburn real bad too. And that's been something going on for a couple years. Is I eat the crap out of those. What are those things I take?
Tums.
Eat Tums.
Like candy.
I take the Epersol 24-hour tablets. Yeah. And I bet that dipping has something to do with that, probably. I don't know.
Kickapoo Crafty Cat says there might not be any plants to water now.
There might not be.
Pickle juice
LaDonna.
for heartburn. Aileen says pickle juice for heartburn.
Yeah. And LaDonna, just so I don't think I replied to your text to let you know, I did receive. Finally got the mail. I mean, I don't even go checking the mail that often, but did baby move it? But we got those items that you sent, and thank you. Those were cool, and I'm going to use my samples. I'm going to try it. And let's see here. This one was very cool. Little family picture on a koozie. Love that. And got my little samples that I'll get to try. So,
Yes.
and yeah, everybody needs a friend named Pooch.
Did you show this one too?
And they call me Pooch. Yeah, I showed them that one too.
So cute. Look, our Ben is in there. Look at Ben with the black cowboy hat. Isn't that the cutest? And that's my first dog I ever had in my whole life. We weren't allowed to. And I had black hair. Now my hair is gray. But that was my first dog I've ever had. We weren't allowed to have pets when I was living with my parents, and that's Tristan, of course, my sweetie Mike, and me with black hair, my daughter Caroline, our son Ben, and the dog in front is Cuppy.
Yep, good old
Little
Cuppy.
Sheltie is our sweetest dog ever. But let me go back, babe, because there's some people that have said some stuff to you.
Cool.
Piggy says, one step at a time, Pooch. Change can be hard. Cut down on the amount of sugar in your tea a little at a time until it's very little.
Well, I do like unsweetened tea. I do drink unsweet tea a lot too. So.
And then Belt Loop 29. This might be. Oh, I think that's to Brian. He says, I obviously missed you at Vineyard Farmhouse. I thought you were going live earlier and looked. Oh yeah, that was to Brian. Jesus Girl says, I'll send you some rain. We get a lot here in Mississippi. Please.
Please do.
Please. We're praying. Devil Dog says, I had the same thing.
Scoot in a little if you want. There. Anyway, there we go.
What else? Pickle juice also lowers high blood pressure and A1C. Carps Homestead says hi to everyone.
Howdy, howdy. Is T&J Homestead in here? I don't know if I saw them earlier.
Yep, they sure are. T&J Homestead.
Teddy and Jessica. Good. I think y'all going live after this. Hopefully. I'm going to try to get myself in there and watch some of it. So I'm try to slowly get myself back in there.
Aw, Jesus Girl, she says Ben was handsome. He sure was.
Thank
just
you.
like his daddy. Thank you. She said our kitchen is adorable. it's a little kitchen, but thank y'all. John says Ben was handsome. It must come from his mama's side. LOL. Oh my goodness, I love you guys. Y'all are just the sweetest. Really, I'm on the verge of tears.
Oh my gosh, babe. They are good group of folks in here. And there's a whole lot more out there too that aren't in here right now. And, you know, I'm very grateful and appreciative and hope I can return it with other folks' channels. And I try and aim to. So, you know, make everybody feel important, acknowledged, and, you know, let them know somebody's watching and waving the hand. And it's fun to put on these lives. It's fun to put on videos, and whether you watch the full things or not, but you know, I like a lot of us in here that try to do regular, and you know, you get in that habit of doing that stuff, and it is fun, and it'd be nice if we all could all just make it doing this full time. Some of y'all may look to do this for full time, and you never know what goes on, but it's definitely a fun little hobby to do, and it grows your personality, your personal skills. You're putting yourself out there, which is cool, and I like it. And regardless who watches, and maybe some folks watch this and don't ever comment or don't ever subscribe, you know. But I definitely like to improve my skills at doing this a little bit, and taking different avenues and ventures and doing different stuff. So all in the name of putting on a show for folks, and it's very, very fun.
No, I'm on the verge of tears because I'm worried about you.
Oh, my baby. I'm going to be okay. I'll be all right. This makes me feel better right now, just doing this. Actually, it's got me out of that slump of just in a blah feeling.
Yeah,
So,
actually, this is the most kind of lively that
Yeah.
he has been.
so who knows? I'm 3 days in on that medication. I'm not saying that's the answer, but definitely being right here with you guys, I feel better. And just being able to be in front of this camera and know that there's folks out there watching is makes you feel better. So
It does. I mean, it actually it makes you feel like you're not alone. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
I know we have each other, but that just kind of goes to show how important community is.
Mhm.
You know, that you
Yeah.
obviously we love each other and we have each other, but there are some things I think, and I'm going to say this, but I'll kind of speak for you, babe, but, and I just feel like there's some things that, like, a wife can't do for her spouse. Like, I have been trying and just...
You do plenty, babe.
No, but I mean, it's good to have community to kind of
Yeah.
lift your spirits up.
Mhm.
And I'm so grateful to you guys for doing that, because, like Mike said, he actually feels pretty good doing this, and really, this is the best that he's looked for a while now.
I've needed this, that's for sure, just to be able to get
So
back
thank
out here.
y'all. Thank
yeah,
y'all.
thank you all, and it might drive me to make a video too now. Pretty and Pooch come in on Sunday. Yep, because I know the Pretty and... But I want to make a video doing something. That's what I want to do. And my son, Tristan, gave me a new camera, you know, so I've got that now. I've been trying to figure... And that's what's sad. He gave that to me, and then I was trying to figure it out and was all ready and geared up to use it. And I've kind of just let everything set to the side. And so he's really into photography and cameras and whatnot. So, but he gave me his old camera, which to me is a good camera, and just added to what I already have too. So, you know, that made me think, oh man, I could do so much more and so much different stuff, and hopefully I'll get to get into it and do it too. So, and make something, you know, put together something and do it. And I like filming and doing stuff off the hip too, but it'd be nice to kind of actually plan a video and put something together and string it along and make a little story or a show out of it. So I need to get out and start wandering the roads a little bit, because Pooch likes to wander the roads and travel back roads, so, and go see stuff and do different things. And we haven't done that in a while either. We haven't done nothing.
I'm waiting on you.
We're definitely looking forward to the Pine Cove Fest. That'll be
Vineyard Farmhouse.
that'll be a first little getaway. We went to Long, but nothing that we've normally done on a regular basis, because normally we do like to hit the back roads and head south to the hill country and, you know, all that. So yeah.
Brian says you need to do a video of you doing a rain dance down there.
Boy, howdy, I would do that, because we need it. We definitely need it.
Jesus Girl says the same here. She loves the back roads, but she hates driving. I am with you. I hate driving. Ugh.
Usually when we head out somewhere, we don't take the interstates. I usually map out the back roads all the way. And that's the way I go, is take, because I mean, you see so much more and different stuff, and you get into the rural areas and you see the rural homes and homesteads and farms and whatnot, instead of just the industrial interstate riding in. I mean, so what if it takes longer to get there? I don't mind it. I like it.
Yeah. T&J Homestead says that we are here for both of you as well. It's very
Thank you, guys.
sweet.
Yes, thank you.
John says rain dance only works if you're naked. Please don't video that. LOL. Oh my goodness.
From the waist up, maybe?
I don't know. I'm just curious. Do you know who all on here is going to? Where are we going? What event are we going to?
The Pine Cove Fest.
Yeah. Do you, who all's going to that?
I think that's heard that is, I think, putting that on, and Tom and Rhonda. And I'm not really, I know they said something like 21, 20. I know Byron from 12 Stones will be there, but I think it was 21 to 29 different channels will be out there. So some of them, it's gonna be fun, I think. So, and the weather should be good at that time. So
Wow. 12 Stone says near 40 channels now.
oh wow, so it's really increased.
MT Homestead will also be there.
All right, Big Mike and Terry, that'll be cool, fun. I look forward to that one, and hopefully, it's kind of carried out in the same manner that Shoot Dang was. You know, Shoot Dang was my first YouTube type gathering to go to, and of course, I heard the stories and all of that of some prior ones, but
Oh my God.
this one was really good. It was set up. It was ran and run good. It was low key, pretty much. Granted, we'll be out here at Pine Cove. I think it'll probably be pretty much the same, and I don't know that it'll get too carried away and out of hand. So, but I'm looking forward to it and seeing a lot of you folks that make it out there in it. So, or to it.
Brian said, if you're gonna do a rain dance naked, please use the blur filter.
Yeah. And that might just be a torso shot, all in the, and then you see my white legs and head sticking out of the top. Just
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Kickapoo Crafty Cat says, I emailed Ricky Ventures because there's an active shooter situation going on at the Mall of America. He films from there a lot. He said he's okay and is not filming from there tonight.
I saw that on the news earlier. You know, we've got a lot of wildfires going on around here. There was one south, well, two south and one out west of us, and then one out east of us. And that just goes to show how dry it is down here where we're at.
Piggy said, wear an Indian loincloth and do it. And the headdress would be extra points.
Yeah, that would be cool. I wish I had it.
My baby.
If I had that, I could go drag out Roscoe the regulator, and maybe he'll regulate some rain. Good old Roscoe the regulator.
That would be hideous.
Yeah, it would.
Roscoe the regulator naked out there.
Hey, yeah. Just my hat and my bandana, my Texas hat and Texas bandana,
And your boots.
and the badge pinned onto my nipple.
Piggy said, I'd hate to see what Roscoe would regulate. LOL.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm sure there's quite something I would regulate.
Kickapoo Crafty Cat says, at this point, anything is worth a try. That's true. You might want to go ahead and do it, babe.
Boy, it looked like it wanted to rain a little bit ago, or earlier. The clouds were kind of high, and it wasn't as bright and sunny, and it definitely dropped the temperatures a little bit, but it's just been so blame hot out here, and it's unreal. I don't like the heat anymore, and that I can't handle. You know, I worked in the heat for such a long time, and I know you work out in the heat, the more you do it, I think your tolerance diminishes. And if I was to have to work outside now, there's no way. There's no way. And I've spent many hours in the heat on concrete, metal, roofs, working in and around heavy equipment and machinery and HVAC systems, and there's no way I could do that now. Pooch's ready to retire.
You so are.
Yeah, I got a few years, but I'm ready to retire. I'm hoping to retire. I keep telling Pretty I'm retiring at 62. So that makes me only have 5 more years coming up. So I'm 1 year in a 5-year plan of retiring from my job in facilities management, emergency hospital facilities management. So hopefully, if I make 4 more years, you never know.
Brian says, I think they make a body thong. And JB Conway says, and then I can beat a drum for you to keep rhythm to. That is hilarious.
Yeah. I think Miss Conway was one of the last people I got to have convo with before I just went downhill. Her and I got to speak one day on the phone for a little bit, and yeah, I think after that was probably it for me. I was done, and until now is the first really interaction I've had with YouTube, other than Brian last night, because I got the notification and I thought, oh, and then I was sitting there thinking, I need to chime in and let those folks know Pooch is still kicking. So I did, and And then that made me think even more. I gotta go live myself just to let those folks that come in and watch know and have been wondering maybe that Pooch is still here, and give them a little explanation as to what happened. So nothing major, but just not good for me either, because that's not my normal self.
Piggy said, get the biz in the shop going good and quit the other one. I wish we could. Like, I don't.
Yeah, but you know
Push
what?
that one.
I've thought a lot on that too, and yeah, it's a pretty good thing to do on the side. But I don't know. Would you want to do that full time though?
Yeah, if we could work from home.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know if we. I don't know. That's really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a living.
But because you get wrapped up and with a bunch of stuff and feel overwhelmed at what you got to put out, and especially when you're waiting in times like right now, waiting for materials to come. You order something, and and a lot of times people order stuff and they want it right then, and it just doesn't work that way. You got to have a little time to prep, order, and get the supplies in. But that would be kind of rough. Would it be fun? Maybe, yeah. Maybe not at such a fast pace, but it's something not to give up on. I mean, we like doing it, and I don't want us to get overwhelmed with it. That's for sure. I'd like to venture in and doing a little more stuff too. So,
John says, I ain't seen Linda Peterson in a minute either. Please say a prayer for her.
yeah,
Kickapoo says, you hit a wall with crafts as well.
yep,
Brian said that he wants to come down and have you show him how to do t-shirts.
mm-hmm.
And then Piggy says that, or have them get you a good assistant that can do all the getting out in the heat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our building's climate controlled, so but when those heat presses are fired up, it does get warm in there, even with the AC going. But it's not too bad. It just gets repetitive, and especially when you're flying through doing shirts, you're practically doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you got to get yourself in a groove. And I think that's the main thing, especially for me. Once I get in a groove, I'm on a roll, and I'm going to go until I get it done. And boy, you get close to the end, and I'm thinking, come on. You start counting them shirts and thinking, I got to get this done and over with. I'm ready to stop. Mm-hmm. Placement and all of that stuff. And a lot of times front and back, you're dealing with a front and a back of a shirt, and there's quite a bit to it. And I mean, it's not rocket science by any means, but it's just repetitive. But it's fun. I like doing it. Try to come up with I'm trying to come up with a new logo design for myself, and I'm wanting to make a new design, and I hadn't even done that, but I'm wanting to. I've got a bunch of prints still. I probably need to print all those things up. And actually, that's going to be what probably do when we go to Pine Cove. I'm going to make up a lot of the last bit of prints I've got of the FBC shirts and take them down there and hand them out again. Granted, I'd like to sell them, but it's nice to be able to give back just for people, friendship and viewership and all that too. So I haven't put in anything. Hats, man, I ain't even made no hats in a while either. But you buy all this stuff, all this high dollar equipment, and then you make just enough to get it paid for, and then the rest of it you start handing out. We spent a lot of money on some stuff around here, and there's stuff that I've been considering wanting to get still, and I'm not, as of right now, no, I'm not interested or wanting to do it, even though we probably could, but I
think it's because of the way you're feeling.
Yeah,
right
I think
now.
it's because of the way I feel, because I was all gung-ho getting ready to buy some more stuff, more equipment, and then all of a sudden, right now, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'd hate to spend $4,000 on something and or some stuff and it just sat there. That'd be a waste. Yeah, but who knows? It may get kicked into gear again. Pooch don't lay down too long, so it's a little longer than normal for me, but I feel it coming back, so I'll get back into swing of things. And a lot of my stressors with work is passing this week, so it's not really a stressor, but the environment that we're in during this time is pretty stressful. But I always say, we know you're coming, why not be ready for them? And I usually am, and gone through this week without any problems on my side, so I'm not sure how the final is going to come out. We'll know that tomorrow probably, but my areas and departments probably all right. Well, not probably, are all right. So I've never been dinged or wrote NC non-compliance or anything that I've been involved with. So
Hat Creek Homestead says, howdy, y'all.
hey, Dawn, how are you, ma'am?
And Kickapoo Crafty says, you'll get back to normal. Well, as close to normal as you can.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the thing. You always ask, what's normal? It's like somebody or like baby asking me if I was depressed. I'm like, what's depressed? I don't know. Don't know what depressed is, or I don't even know what normal is. I know what normal for me is, but and I ain't been normal.
Yeah.
Not that I was anyway, but on my own account, I haven't been normal.
John Wigg says you could help Krista with some shirts if you have some spare time.
Crystal, where? Yeah.
We got a big order coming up for October. We have to, for that mental health conference. Is it September or October?
September. I hope Krista's doing okay. I do know she probably headed up to take care of Brian, so I know she got his remains back and all, so those things, like she said, probably trying to occupy her time, and even though she's been pretty raw and honest and open and showing her emotions, and which is good, but when all of this settles down for her, I think it'll really kick in and she'll go through it again. And it's sad and unfortunate, but that's how it is. And so definitely got to keep her in our prayers and just hope her spirits and she's able to work through it and recover and heal, and get past, unfortunately, passing of Brian. And that was even something for myself, thinking that had happened with Brian. So that definitely was in the forefront of my mind, because you don't know what the heck, you just don't know what the heck at any time could happen to anybody or any of us. And
JB Conway says, hey Pooch, save me back in OG FBCT.
Got you one. That's one of the things that I did do, and so definitely got that.
Well,
but I'm pushed that hour. I didn't know if I'd make an hour or not, but definitely did, and it feels good to be back in here and to be in front of this, and for all you guys. And what do we got there? 14. I'm not sure how many y'all got in here at first, but definitely appreciate the folks that are here, showed up, been here. Hit me on Facebook. I try to comment back. I haven't been on nothing this past week though, so but maybe I'll get back in the mode and start trying to reply and get back and put something out there, get something crazy put up. And Pretty and Pooch Sunday.
Everyone says it was great to see us.
Yeah.
It's good to be here, and it's for me especially to see Mike perk up a little bit. Y'all really do help that.
And
And
thank you guys for it.
Yeah, I appreciate it because seriously, I've never seen Mike like this ever since we've been together. For how long we've been together?
9 years.
9 years. I've never seen him ever,
Mm-mm.
and so I thought, oh my gosh,
It's not me.
yeah.
Definitely not me. But yeah, I got all set up, or went out in the shop and realized I set this live up on mobile, which is through YouTube without StreamYard. I know I heard a little bit of the conversation with Brian's live last night talking about and being able to do it on YouTube, but I was going to do it through YouTube out in the shop, but then once I got set up and everything out there, it was telling me I set it up on mobile. So I was like, oh man. So I was hustling to get in here on time. I might have been a minute late, but
Aww. Everyone says it was good to see you. Brian says that it was nice seeing you in this live. JB Conway says, yep, Mike, I could definitely want to talk with Miss Tish one evening when she has time. You can fill her in a bit about what we spoke about last. John Wiggs says that he was worried about you.
thank you, sir.
Peggy says, you've got better color to your face than the last time I saw you. Treasure Hunter and his wife have been together for 9 years as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I'd like to see you folks again too, or y'all. Hopefully, y'all make it to the Pine Cove Fest. But I know you're running the roads, Neil. But yeah, I do feel better. And Miss Conway, I haven't spoke anything to her about it, but I will. Thank you. And I'm sure she would love it.
All right, T&J Homestead says they have to go get ready for their live, so
I'm gonna watch it too. I'm gonna get in my recliner. I'm gonna kick it on. I'm gonna watch you guys. So look forward to that. Thank y'all for coming into here. And Pooch is gonna make a stride, and he's gonna try to get back. And remember, everybody needs a friend named Pooch.
oh sweet.
Even Pooch needs a friend named Pooch. But all y'all are my friends, and I love each and every one of y'all. And I appreciate y'all coming in to watch.
Well, but before you go, Treasure Hunter says they're coming to Fort Worth within a few weeks, and they'd like to come and we can meet. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I know y'all are on Facebook. If you'll message me in Messenger, we can exchange phone numbers and have better communication that way. That would be awesome.
Y'all have a good night.
Yep.
I'm
Everyone,
gonna-
good night. Thank you. We'll see y'all again soon. And I'm headed over to T&J Homestead. I'm going to watch them too. Get after it. Thank you, folks. Love all of y'all.